Hey everybody, welcome back to another Deck Profile Friday. Sorry I was kind of under the weather last Friday, so that's why it didn't happen. But here we are with one today, right before Christmas weekend, and hope all of you have a great holiday and have some good food, great company, and get lots of gifts and stuff like that, right? So but we do have a deck profile, and I'm going to go over a deck that was around when I first started playing the game. It's a really fun deck. It features one of my all-time favorite Pokemon in the Kanto region, and not to mention it's one of my favorite fire type Pokemon of all time as well. And if you know me, right, you know that I love fire type Pokemon. Fire type Pokemon is like my favorite type in the whole game. Despite Alakazam being my favorite Pokemon, the fire type and pretty much all the Pokemon in it, I just absolutely love. I've done videos featuring Magmortar on the channel, Blaziken, Typhlosion, Reshiram, right? Charizard. I've done so many different fire types. Arcanine as well. Arcanine with Typhlosion, right? I've just done so many videos on fire type Pokemon, and let's add another one. So without further ado, let's get into it. So I did mention Kanto, and if you paid attention to that and my love of fire type Pokemon, you would know that I'm talking about Arcanine, right? So this is Arcanine. This is base Arcanine. And it's a very good card. It's very surprising that it's only an uncommon, but this clearly has holo rare potential written all over it, right? This is better than most of the holo rares in this set, and that's what makes it so good. But what do we pair it with? Well, we pair it with Electrode. So this is Arcanine Electrode. And pretty much the strategy is to disrupt early game and to set up, a couple Arcanine on the bench, and then use Electrode's power to knock itself out, and then to attach itself from the discard pile to one of your Pokemon, and it provides 2 energies. So those 2 energies can be used for Arcanine's attacks here, right? Whether it be Flamethrower, 2 fires and a colorless for 50, or 2 fires and 2 colorless takedown for 80. So let's get into the deck. So to start, we got the core of the deck. We got 3 Arcanine, and we got 3 Growlithe, as well as 4 Electrode, and then 4 Voltorb, right? So this is the core of the deck, right? Growlithe and Voltorb are basically there to evolve into Arcanine and Electrode. Electrode, you can use Bazap, itself. You'd have to do it twice to attach itself to another Electrode, right? If you wanted to improve that rain dance matchup, because it only provides 2 energies and it requires 3 lightning, right, to get that electric shock. However, if it did require a colorless in the energy cost, then you would only need to knock out 1, but because it doesn't, you need to knock out 2 Electrode. So that's the Bazap power, right? The basics obviously aren't too bad. Growlithe's a little bit more tankier. than Voltorb, and it's a little bit stronger too. But the real beast of the deck is the Arcanine. Play a 3/3 line, 100 HP, which is huge, right? The only two Pokemon in the sets, basically based a Fossil. I believe is Charizard. Charizard base set and Chansey base set. That is the only two Pokemon that have more HP than an Arcanine, right? Arcanine has the same amount of HP as a Blastoise, as a Dragonite, and its attack, their takedown, pretty much one-shots everything. It one-shots like all the big basics, like so Hitmonchan, Electabuzz, Scyther, right? Movie promo Mewtwo. It one-shots Wigglytuff, one-shots Clefable, one-shots Alakazam, one-shots Venusaur with weakness, right? It one-shots pretty much everything. Articuno, Moltres, Zapdos. It doesn't one-hit KO Lickitung, so that's one of the few exceptions because it's got 90 hit points, right? Those 90 hit point Pokemon, they're a little bit out of range, but it does a great job of handling that, right? So yeah, that is the core of the deck, Arcanine and the Electrode. Next, we have the support Pokemon. There's not really a whole lot. We play 4 Psyduck and a Gastly. So Psyduck is there for the headache attack. Your opponent can't play trainer cards during his or her turn, right? So we want to do that because we want to be able to slow down our opponent so hard that we're able to set up our perfect board state with those Electrodes and those Arcanine powered up, right? One big problem that the deck does have, when you get to that state, right, is energy removal and super energy removal. So you want to be careful on attaching all your energy cards at the same time. Typically only power up enough of your Pokemon to only attack with one, right? So only power up one Pokemon and then just kind of leave your energy in your hand with that, those backup Trodes ready to go. And then when your opponent, depletes, those energy cards, right, then you just do it again. You knock it out and then attach from hand, right? And then you've got a fully powered Arcanine. And then the Gastly there, is for both. The Lick attack is actually it's a pretty decent stall, right? It does 10. It can, hit Mewtwo promo for weakness to do 20. And then next turn you can follow it up with a Flamethrower from Arcanine to do 50, which will knock it out. It's there because it's got a free retreat, right, which is really good. And it's got resistance to Hitmonchan, right? That jab does nothing to it, right? And a special punch will only do 10 damage, right? 40 minus 30. And that is basically it. That's why it's there. And that is it for all the Pokemon. On to the trainers. So really simple, lots of 4s. Bill, Pot of Greed, draw 2 cards. 4 of those. We got 4 Computer Search, discard 2, search for any card. 4 Item Finder. Right, so discard 2 cards, select the trainer card in your discard pile, put it into your hand. That's the Junk Arm, Puzzle of Time, etc. 4 Professor Oak, the oldest professor's research in the game. Now on to the 3s. We got 3 Lass. Both players show each other their hands and then shuffle all trainer cards they have into their deck. So a well-timed last will change the game. That is it for the 3s and 4s. So we will do the 2s and the singles next. So for those, we have 2 defender, right? So reduce the damage taken by 20. 2 energy removal to remove key energies, typically double colorless energies. Maintenance has some extra draw here, right? This is pretty good here because we can shuffle the useless cards back to get some card draw. 2 Pokemon Trader, right? This is to be able to select the Pokemon that we need from the deck in exchange for 1 from our hands. Also known as Pokemon Communication. 2 Switch, right? Switch is Switch. You can even play Scoop Up if you want, right? Or you can just play 1 of each, up to you. A Gust of Wind and a PlusPower, right? We only play 1 PlusPower just because the amount of damage we are doing is knocking out most Pokemon. So, and that is it for the trainer cards. So now we're going to go on to the energy cards. So the energy cards are really simple, right? And you're probably going to ask when you see it, where's the fire energy? I'll let you know right now we don't play that, but we got 6 Psychic and 4 Double Colorless. So the Psychics are there for the Psyduck and the Gastly, right? And then the Double Colorless is there for the Arcanine. And remember, you have that Bazap Electrode Pokemon power, right? So when it gets knocked out, you can attach it to one of your Pokemon and it provides 2 of any energy at the same time. So typically fire energy, right? Because it's Arcanine. Although, like I said, you know, if you need to attack with Electrode, it's going to cost you 2 knockouts to get that, you know, that 3rd lightning energy onto it, right? But yeah, there you go, everybody. That is the deck. That is Arcanine Electrode. Pretty cool. I really like it. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, hopefully you all enjoyed it. And you know, once again, thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, etc. And the giveaway as well is at 250 subscribers. And lastly, I just wanted to thank you, you know, for this year, for supporting me and believing in me. And you know, I'm just thrilled to be able to continue and do some more content to grow my channel and just kind of share with you my my love for the game, not only you know, the current but the past, right? I think the you know, a true master of the game you know, doesn't just focus on, you know, the current, you know, part of the game, but it's all aspects of the game, you know, including retro, including you know, like special formats, right? Like Gym Leader Challenge, stuff like that. That's a true master of the game, right? And that's kind of what I've, you know, been really pushing myself towards. So, but yeah, there you go. Thank you so much for watching. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, everybody. And see you in the next video.